I mean, you've spoken about how amazing it is, but what would you say is your biggest challenge in the entire space?
Thank
internationally?
you for that. Thank you. It's having to think like an African American. I grew up here in Nigeria. Like, I was born, brought up, bred, raised, everything in Nigeria. When I got there, I had to switch. So the switch includes the acclimatization. I have to think like an African American. I have to think like a Caribbean. I have to think like a Nigerian or an African that wasn't from Nigeria, that lived abroad all their life. And that's the major thing. Because the way you bring out your pieces, the way you have to connect to them. How do you connect to them? You have to think, these guys don't like the fact that they even came to the US. They feel like some part of Africa or our forefathers sold them. So when I'm connecting to them, I have to think that these guys have suffered or their forefathers have suffered. How do I depict the clothes I'm bringing out? Whereas in Nigeria, all we had to do was just bring out the clothes. You understand?
They sold us. I don't suffer.
It wasn't my forefather that did it. We didn't do it. So, you had to think that way, the way they can think, the way they think. So it needed me connecting with or calling young people like, hey, how do you think I can put out these pieces? How do you think, and it's still ongoing. How do you think I can do this? Like, oh, you have to make sure that you're showing natural hair, you're connecting with them, because that also stems from that. It also needs acceptance. You have to be able to accept my hair, whether natural, whether silky, whether 4C, whether NEC, coily, or anything. I have to be able to accept it. So with that in mind, I need to be able to portray that I am for them.
Oh, wow.
It's an ongoing process.
So that's a tough one. Just trying to be accepted as a brand and accepted as being one of them who shares their pain in order to even make sales for your business or put food on your table. That's a task. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with that patient, Sha. But I guess with the pros and the cons, the pros are more than the cons.
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about the runways, the fashion shows. I know that they always invite African artists and African designers and all. Do they still get the same benefits as the international designers?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I had a fashion show in February, New York fashion show. Excuse me, I had one in February, and there were buyers. They're always buyers. They're buyers. They're people from magazines, from everybody, and the acceptance was huge because they hadn't even. I used Ashoke. I used Ashoke, so they hadn't seen things like that. It wasn't even as common as, the African prints. So the acceptance was huge. I was surprised. I just wanted to, get myself out there. So I went all the way from Maryland to New York for the fashion show, got all the pieces ready, and then it was huge. Even till now, I'm getting calls to come do another one. Wow. In September, and I'm like, I think I'll pass.
Because it's tasking.
Oh yeah, a whole lot. We had to bead everything. You know how beading takes work. It's a lot of work, putting in everything, trying to make all the styles, come together and all that. So yes, they do accept African designers, and internationally they do. I've seen even designers from here. I've seen them in some stores. And that's the where we're looking at.
Okay, so how would you let's say you're predicting now maybe the next 5 years, where do you see the African fashion in the international space?
I should in the next
fashion shows or what
in the next 5 years, I'm seeing even Bibire as a brand in stores like Macy's, in stores all over the US. They want quality. Can you produce quality that can match with international standards? Yes, you can. Okay? Can you produce in the mass that we want? If you can, yes. You can call people that you can now talk to. It's doable, and I see it happening, but it's a lot of work. Do you understand? It's a lot of work. You have to keep at it.
What's the next phase in trying to develop the Nigerian brands enough in a way where the level of reliance on these international brands can be cut out? Or cut down, not cut out.
It's a global it's a global world now. There's globalization now. So there's no way you can do without the international market. It's like saying, do you want to get stock just, selling locally? They sell to us. We buy their bags. We buy their shoes. So why shouldn't we sell to them? Do you get what I mean? It's a global world now. And Africa is on the global map. And we're there, we're shining, So I don't see it as being dependent on them. I see it as they being dependent on us. Because I see them, some of them now moving from China to Africa to produce. We have the population,
Yeah, we do. All right, that's a great one. Thank you so much for coming through. We truly appreciate this conversation. It was very interesting.
Thank
you. It's just very refreshing. But in general, do you think, I wanted to wrap up, but there's this question I have about copying designs. Is it also something that is being experienced over there in the international space? Is there a way that they control it there that you think that we can actually imbibe here?
Unfortunately, no, you can't, because it's creativity. I could have an idea, you could have a similar idea. So you can't trademark, styles or ideas or anything. The most like a brand like Christian Louboutin could do was have that red soles, and they trademarked it. Aside that, the way ideas popping into everybody's heads couldn't be trademarked. So there's nothing to do about it. It happens over there. There's a few call outs. Oh my God, this brand copied my design, blah, blah, blah. Then Twitter, they judge, but it dies down. That's about it.
There's nothing anyone can even do, even if you waste your money and it's just wasted efforts anyway.
I could say that I had the idea and I sketched it out, and then you had yours and you sketched it out, and then there's nothing to do about that. The idea popped into my head.
Okay. Well, that's a great one. Thank you so much. We hope to see you often. It's it's another 5 years.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. Quincy, hope you enjoyed your conversation. All right. So our word for the day will be something very interesting for you. Trust me. This is talking about memories. And it says, yesterday is but today's memory. And tomorrow is today's dream. Yesterday is but today's memory. Yesterday is today's memory. And tomorrow is today's dream. Oh, okay. It's not like it's sinking inside my head. It was doing like very plenty tautology before. I was like, oh, all right. So what I'm thinking now is tomorrow. Oh, I'm dreaming of tomorrow. So tomorrow to be like yesterday's dream. Super, very wise. Well, this is by Khalil Gibran. Do you have any word for today for us?
Yes.
Please tell us.
Get a bloody calendar.
Get a calendar?
Yes, and stop confusing yourself about yesterday and tomorrow and next tomorrow.
Savage.
Thank you.
That's savage. Anyways, guys, it's been fun on the show. I hope you enjoyed every conversation we had. Thank you, Bibire, for coming through. This is where we sign out. We will see you on the next episode, which is obvious like tomorrow because it's a live show every day, every weekday, 11 to 12. You're
Friday,
here,
Friday,
keeping it down, holding it down. Oh, yes. Are you going to be here Friday?
Definitely
Tomorrow
not.
is Friday.
Oh, I could have come tomorrow to come do some
See.
moves.
Oh, but don't worry, you can still come tomorrow. You come and dance with us. We'll be right back. All right, tomorrow we'll see you. Bye, guys.
Bye.